Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about NCT's Golden Age album, not to be confused with the song which I reviewed like a week ago. But speaking of which, I died last week. Here's the thing. You can skip ahead if you don't care or already know this. I posted 7 videos last week in the span of around 60 hours, and then my body shut down. Like, for context, okay, Friday night, I got home from work, whatever, I had some food, I fell asleep at 5:30 p.m., and I slept until 7:30 the next day. So if you see me start to post with that level of frequency again, like where for multiple days I'm posting multiple videos in it, please check on me. Please make sure I'm okay, because I went a little too crazy last week and I suffered for it. But we're fine now. If you were wondering, we're fine now. I slept 24 hours in the span of 2 nights and didn't get out of bed at all on Saturday, so I feel very recovered, and I feel ready to talk about NCT. So, copy of universe, it's going to join me for this experience. Just to know how this video is going to work, I'm going to run through the track list, give you my thoughts on each song, and then I'm going to give this album a score out of 10 at the end. However, I do have a few disclaimers before we continue. Disclaimer number 1. I have heard this album, with a few exceptions of the songs, once so far. It came out while I was asleep, but my opinions on these songs very much may change over time. Second disclaimer is, of course, my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because, as the mug always says, music is subjective, and that is great. Okay, now that we have all of that out of the way, we can get started. And first up, we have the title track, Baggy Jeans. Now, I'm assuming this was supposed to be the 7th Sense unit song, because I think it was on Twitter, but I saw somewhere that they were doing a song with the 7th Sense unit, and this has all of them but Taeil, who's obviously not actively promoting, because, you know, motorcycle, but he's not in it. But I assume he was supposed to be, and I can't help but be a little curious how it would have changed if he was in it. However, I don't think Taeil could have saved this song, because, girl, this song is rough. Like, it is a rough listening experience, and it's just, I don't understand. Obviously, I know it's the songwriters and the song creators, but I don't understand how the unit that gave us the 7th Sense, an icon of a debut, has proceeded to put out this song, which feels like a crime against music. Well, let's get into it. First, background music. This background music is fine. It's fine. I think it could have worked a lot better if the songwriting itself was better. I feel like this is a song where a lot of the issues don't really come from the background music, because the background music itself isn't that offensive. The verses, meanwhile, that's a bit more complex, because the first verse is awful. Like, it's terrible. I think the rap style Mark and Pam have chosen to use in this verse really doesn't suit them, and I really don't like it. The second verse, however, is the totally opposite end of the spectrum. I actually like the second verse. I think Ten's voice works a lot better for this style of rap, and Jaehyun in general just doesn't disappoint me that often, and he didn't disappoint me here. As for the bridge, it starts out strong. The start of the bridge, very nice, very pretty. Then the beat drops, and I was aghast. I was appalled, because it's actually atrocious. The pre-chorus, meanwhile, is my favorite part of the song. First of all, it's very good, just like in general, it is a very good pre-chorus. But also, I can say that wholeheartedly, because unlike the bridge, nothing really comes along to ruin it. But it's time to talk about the chorus. I hate this chorus. Like, I hate this chorus with every fiber of my being. I hate what this chorus stands for, both morally and legally. Like, if this chorus was running for office, I would have to run against it and expose all its deep, dark secrets, because this chorus is a crime. It's just so bad. Like, I've said before, I personally hate overly repetitive choruses. 90% of this one is the word baggy. So that already puts us out on a pretty bad note, but also just in general, like, it's bad. Like, it hurts my ears. It's not an enjoyable experience for me, and I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist as soon as this video is done. To summarize, I'm not sure if this is the worst NCT title in the canon of all the units, because Two Baddies literally sent me into a depression spiral for like 2 days, and this didn't do that. This did not literally make me contemplate the state of the world in a negative light. So I don't think it's the worst thing NCT as a collective has ever put out, but in terms of what they've done for their group album releases, like the group-wide album releases, this is definitely the worst thing I've ever heard. from them, like in terms of the titles, and I can't stand it. Okay, next we actually have another repeat unit song, which is the Baby Don't Stop unit, aka Ten and Taeil, doing Call D. Now, here's the thing with this song, okay? I feel like to properly explain my feelings about this song, I need to explain my feelings about Baby Don't Stop. Now, Baby Don't Stop is a masterpiece of a song. True story, the bestie can confirm this if she ever actually watches this video. I doubt she will because she's a fake friend. But when I first watched the Baby Don't Stop music video, it was a 30-minute experience. It took me 30 minutes to get through that music video because I was experiencing so many things. And when I saw it live at the Super M concert, I lost my entire mind. Unfortunately, this is not Baby Don't Stop. This is not on that level. It's not bad. It's not a bad song. The intro is awful. I'll admit that. The intro is bad. The intro is terrible. But once you get past that, it's a pretty good, albeit pretty generic song. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I'm a basic pop girl. I'm always here for a basic pop song, and I thought that listening to the song was a very enjoyable experience. However, I do feel the need to point out that this song is nothing special whatsoever. That said, the verses are good, the pre-chorus is excellent, and I was having fun to the chorus. Like, at the end of the day, it's a fun song with some questionable background music choices at parts, specifically the shitty intro and outro, but aside from that, it's a good song. Next is our only Haechan song on this album, which is Taeil, and it's good. I liked it. It's good. It's no groundbreaking piece of music, but it's chill and I was into it. The chorus in particular is incredible. Plus, the verses are very good too, and the background music is stunning. My one complaint, which is honestly a complaint about a lot of songs on this album, was the need to include rappers in this song. This song in particular could have been an absolute experience with no raps. Like, it could have been mind-blowingly amazing if there were no raps in it. It low-key feels to me like SM doesn't trust the vocals to carry a song. I've noticed this in this album. Every single song but one has rappers in it. And I think that's such a fascinating decision for a group like NCT, who just factually has incredible vocals in their lineup. Like, if you take this song, right, you pulled out the rappers, throw in Doyoung, maybe also Taeil if you so choose, but definitely Doyoung, you would have had an iconic slay of a song. You would have had such a moment. And unfortunately, that's not what we got. Like, what we got isn't bad. I enjoyed what we got a lot, but I just know it could have been better. Our next song is the interlude song, and ironically, it's my favorite song, which is Oasis. And I'm going to start out by stating the obvious, okay? Channel devoured this song. Channel was eating on this song. Channel was doing a lot in ways that I don't usually see Channel. I call him Channel. I forgot to point that out. I call him Channel. I think it's way more fun. But Channel was eating. Honestly though, like, why is what is marketed as the interlude song the best song? Because, like, the chorus is immaculate. The background music is so cool. It's just all around great. The one thing I wish would change about the song is, unsurprisingly, less raps. Not no raps. Not no raps. We can have raps in the song. I think the raps in the first verse are actually really good, but I don't think we needed both verses to be raps. I think if it was just the first verse being raps, maybe give me a nice vocal verse for the second verse. It would have elevated the song even further, but I love what we got, so I'm not going to complain too much. Moving on though, next up is The Bat, and I have a confession to make. Here's the thing. The first time I listened to the song, I really didn't like it. Like, I really didn't like it. And then I was finishing up my notes, right? And I put the song on again, just to, like, listen to while I finished up my notes for this song. And I changed my mind on it. And I realized it's dumb, like, it's stupid, but it's kind of fun. I do have a few complaints about the song. First, the bass. Whoever decided the bass needed to be fully as loud as possible needs to be jailed. You need to be prisoned. Is prisoned a word? You need to be jailed. You need to be jailed in prison, okay? Like, that was horrible. Also, the bridge to the song kind of sucks. But aside from those things, like, it's a good song. Also, while we're here, because it's my channel, I've decided that I'm going to take this moment to talk about my personal crack theory, which is that Jisung is the most talented member of NCT. Hear me out. Hear me out. I have visions for this theorem, okay? Jisung, secretly, very good rapper. His vocals, also very nice. And we know he's a very good dancer. So, like, I just think that Park Jisung deserves more props, more attention, more, honestly, not more attention, more spotlight. He deserves more time in the spotlight because I think he's very talented and I feel like he doesn't get to show it enough. Crack Theory time is over, we're back to the tracklist, and the next song is Alley Oop, and I must confess another thing. I have another confession to make. I was looking at like not the set list, the lineups for all the songs, and I saw this one, right? And I was like, this song's all rappers. This song's gonna suck. And I wasn't wrong, like this isn't a good song, but it is very campy, and I did enjoy listening to it a lot. Like, I was genuinely having fun to this chorus. Like, I was having fun listening to this chorus. Plus, the verses, I was expecting way worse, so what we got, I'm not too mad about. And just in general, like, it's very campy. I do wish it had some better background music, I will give it that. Also, they should have utilized my King Pak Ji-sung better. Because, like, yes, he ate in the bridge. His time in the bridge was a moment. But, like, they could have utilized him better. Anyway, on to the next song, which is That's Not Fair, and it's a no for me. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on this song. It's not that it's a terrible song, but I get the vision of what we were going for, and I don't like what I'm seeing, and I also don't like what we're getting. Like, again, it's not a bad song, okay? Like, there are worse songs on this album, but I don't personally enjoy it very much. It's just not my style of music, and I didn't really like it, and I don't want to talk about it anymore, so we're gonna move on. Up next is Kangaroo, and I'm actually kind of into it. Like, the pre-chorus, masterful. I loved this pre-chorus. Also, the chorus, it's dumb. Like, I'll give it that. It's dumb. And it has very Migo-esque lyrics in a sense that I feel like they're saying words because songs need words, and words are important, so they're gonna say words. But it's also fun, so I'm not that mad about it. The verses are really good too. Like, honestly, it's just a fun song. Like, it's not great, but it's fun, and I'm here for that. We have reached the penultimate song, which is Not Your Fault. And this is the vocal line song. This is the one vocal line song. And I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm not mad about the song. The song itself is very nice. We'll get to that. But I'm mad that Haechan isn't in it because, spoilers, other than the entire full group Golden Age, he's in one song. And that pisses me off. But in spite of its floppish lack of Haechan, it's actually a really good song. Like, the vocals are stunning. It's really pretty. It's really soothing. Like, if you're into more vocally based songs, you will not be disappointed with this one. Now for the final song, the titular Golden Hour, and I'm not talking about it. I'm not. Like, here's the thing. I have a whole video reviewing the song. I'll put it in the description. You can watch that to know how I feel. I'm not rehashing it here. But that is all I have to tell you about this album. So with that, it is score time. And overall, I'm giving this album a 7.9 out of 10. I feel like it doesn't deserve a B of any form. I feel like this is C+ work. So I'm giving it a 7.9 out of 10. But here's the thing. I feel like I need to complain more about this album, just like conceptually for a minute. So bear with me, okay? I love a unit song. I've established this on my channel. I love a unit song. My thing is, I love small unit songs. These ones are too big. Additionally, normally I am here for a tight, short, like 40-ish minute album, okay? I think that is the perfect length. However, I'm making an exception for NCT because I think they would really benefit from like a 20 song, maybe hour and a half or length album, because then they could really spread out, right? Like, they could give me the small units that I want instead of just cramming everyone into 10 songs. I want trios. I want foursomes. I'll take the occasional duo, but I feel like with this album, because it's such a short album and they have so many members, every song, with a couple of exceptions, ends up with like 6+ people in it, which at that point, like, that's not really a unit that I'm interested in seeing in the same way as I'd be interested in seeing like a trio. Also, they keep reusing people to an absurd degree. Specifically, the vocalists are in like 2 songs and the rappers will be in like 3 to 4. And I counted, okay? I counted. Not including Golden Age, the group-wide release that they're all in. So essentially, they're all there. But not including that song. Haechan is in 1 song, okay? Renjun, Doyoung, Kun, and Xiaojun are in 2 songs. By comparison, looking at some of the rappers, Taeil is in 4 songs, okay? Mark, Jeno, and Yuta are in 3 songs. Jaemin is also in 2 songs. Like, you cannot look me in the eye and be like, yeah, it's an even distribution, when Taeyong is in 4 songs and Haechan is in 1. I just want SM to do a better job. Also, last complaint, and then we're done. They're also making a point of reusing units that had great songs. Specifically, they're reusing the 7 Cents unit and the Baby Don't Stop unit. The problem is they're not giving them great songs to do, which just kind of taints the original just a smidge to me. Not really the 7 Cents, but Baby Don't Stop has been tainted now, for me personally. So, like, I would much rather they take, like, Taeil and Mark and give them a duo. Okay? Like, give me something interesting. That is my point. Give me something interesting. Stop reusing the same people. Stop reusing units. Intrigue me. Anyway, I think I've talked enough about this album because I've been filming for 30 minutes. So I'm going to say that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what your favorite song is. You can like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I'll be okay either way. And in the description, I'm going to put a lot of things, so keep track. First, every single NCT review that I have done. There's a lot of them. You can go through them if you want to. Also, around a year ago now, I posted 2.5 hours of my history of NCT. It's out of date, to be fair, like it's from a year ago, but at the time that I posted it, it had a lot in there. It was really fun to make. You can check it all out if you so choose. It'll all be in the description along with my Golden Age review, so you can check that out to see how I feel about that song. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you again for watching. Bye!